Good morning, children. This is your civics class. I hope you have all read the lesson in your civics book. Yes, our first lesson, understanding diversity. In our previous class, we have saw about what does diversity add to our lives. Yes, if there is no diversity in our life, think about it. Yes, our life will be very boring because we will have the same thing that everyone have. Yes, if there is a diversity, our life will be very interesting because every day will be a new day and we will have a different things to do. And now we are going to see about diversity in India. Yes, we all know that in India we have many diversities. Yes, India is a country of many diversities, and in our country we speak many different types of language, and we have various types of food. We celebrate different festivals and we practice different religions also. Yes, in our country there are 29 states and 7 union territories, but all those 29 states and union territories are not following the same language or same religions, etc. We all have different types of everything, different types of food, festival, religions and languages also. But actually if you think about it, we do many things that are similar. We are doing the same things but in different way. Yes, how do we explain diversity? A little more than 200 years ago or long before the train, aeroplane, bus or car became a part of our lives, people traveled from one part of the world to another in ships, on horses or camels or on foot. Yes, before the invention of trains, aeroplanes or car, bus, people used only these items to travel from one part of the world to another, like ships, horses or camels or on foot. Why do people travel from one place to another place? Yes, they went in search of new lands or new places to settle in, or for people to trade with also. And because it took so long to travel, once they got to a place, people stayed there, often for a long time. Yes, people are traveling for a long journey. Yes, so if they have a good place to stay, they often stay there for a long time also. Yes, many others left their homes because there were famines and drought, and they could not get enough to eat. Some went in search of work while others left because there was a war. Yes, people they moved from one place to another place because in search of new lands, new place or new jobs, or else if there is any famine or they could not get any to eat also. Sometimes, as they began to make their homes in new places, people began to change a little, and at other times they managed to do things in the old ways. Yes, sometimes people staying in a new place, they started to change a little, or otherwise they managed to do the things that are they are following in the old ways. Yes, so their languages, food, music, religions became a mix of the old and new, and out of this intermixing of culture came something new and different. Yes, people if they follow old thing and new thing, there will be some intermixing of culture and it comes out as a new and different thing. Yes, the history of many places shows us how many different cultural influences have helped to shape life and culture there. Thus, regions became very diverse because of their unique histories. Yes, because of different cultural influences, it have helped to shape the people's life and culture there. Yes, similarly, diversity also comes about when people adopt their lives to the geographical area in which they live. Yes, sometimes people they started to adopt the geographical area where they live in a particular place. Yes, for example, living near the sea is quite different from living in a mountainous area. Yes, it is too different because living in a sea, it is near the water, but mountainous, there the rain is it itself, often only the rain will come in the mountainous area. Yes. Not only do people have different clothing and eating habits, but even the kinds of work they do is different. Yes, not only the clothing and eating habits will be different, but the work in a seaside and mountainous side will be very different. In cities, it is often easy to forget how closely people live or tied to their physical surroundings. Yes, it happens because they want to depend only the market to get their grains and food or other goods that they need. But think about the village side. We can grow our own vegetables and we can grow our grains also. So the city peoples, they started to forget the physical surroundings that they live. Yes, let us try to understand what we mean when we say that historical and geographical factors influence the diversity of a region. We can do this by reading about life in two different parts of the country, that is Kerala and Ladakh. Yes, now we are going to see about the two different places, Kerala and Ladakh, and we are going to understand how the geographical and historical factors are influencing the diversity of a particular region. Yes, as usual, we all know Kerala, it is the part in south side, and Ladakh it is in the Jammu and Kashmir, and Ladakh it is a desert. Kerala it is a very greenish area. Yes, let us see how Ladakh is different from Kerala. Ladakh is a desert in the mountain in the eastern part of Jammu and Kashmir. Yes, it is situated in the Jammu and Kashmir in eastern part. Very little agriculture is possible here since this region does not receive any rain. Yes, there is less amount of rain. So the agriculture also very less amount and is covered in snow for a large part of the year, and it is covered with the snow also. There are few trees that can grow in the region. For drinking water, people depend on the melting snow during the summer months. Yes, people even they want to depend on the melting snow during the summer month. Yes, people here keep sheep, and the sheep in this region are special because they produce pashmina wool. This wool is praised and pashmina shawls cost a lot of money. The people in Ladakh carefully collect the wool of the sheep and sell this to the traders from Kashmir. Yes, pashmina shawls are chiefly woven in Kashmir. Yes, the people they used to collect the wool of sheep and they sell it to in the market. And then the people eat meat and milk products like cheese and butter. Each family owns some goats, cows or does. Does means york cows. Being a desert did not mean that Ladakh did not attract its share of traders. Yes, don't think that being it is a desert and it is not attracted by the traders. It is also attracted by some traders. It was considered a good trade route as it had many passes through which caravans traveled to what is today called Tibet. These caravans carried textiles and spices, raw silk and carpets. Yes, through Tibet, the caravans they carried textiles and spices and raw silks and carpets also. So it were attracted by traders also. Yes, and then religious. Buddhism reached Tibet through Ladakh, and Ladakh is called as Little Tibet. Yes, Ladakh is also called as Little Tibet. Islam was introduced in this region more than 400 years ago. Yes, before 400 years ago, Islam was introduced in Ladakh, and there is a significant Muslim population also. See, there is a Muslim population also. Ladakh has a very rich oral tradition of songs and poems. Local versions of the Tibetan national epic, the Kesar Saga, are performed and sung by both Muslims and Buddhists. Yes, the most religious were followed was Buddhism and Muslim. Yes, and then now come to the Kerala. Kerala is a state in the southwest corner of India, and it is surrounded by the sea on one side and hills on the other. A number of spices like pepper, cloves, and cardamoms are grown on the hills. It is spices made this region an attractive place for traders. Yes, because of those spices, many traders were attracted, even our Europeans also. Yes, Jewish and Arab traders were the first to come here. The apostle of Christ, Saint Thomas, is believed to have come here nearly 2000 years ago. Yes, Saint Thomas is believed to come here before 2000 years ago, and he is credited with bringing Christianity to India. And many Arab traders also came and settled down here. Ibn Battuta, who travelled here a little less than 700 years ago, wrote a travelogue in which he describes the lives of Muslims and says that they were a highly respected community. Yes, before 700 years ago, Ibn Battuta, he wrote a travelogue about the Muslim, and he said that it is highly respected community also. Yes, the Portuguese discovered the sea route to India from Europe when Vasco da Gama landed with his ship here. Yes, we already studied this in our 5th standard. Yes, the Portuguese who discovered India. He is the Vasco da Gama, and he landed in Kerala. Yes, because of all these various historical influences, people in Kerala practices different religions such as Judaism, Islam, Christianity, Hinduism, and Buddhism. The fishing nets used here look exactly like the Chinese fishing nets and are called Cheenawala. Even the utensil used for frying is called the Cheena Chatti, and it is believed that the word Cheen could have come from the China. Yes, the China word, it comes from the word China. Yes, the fertile land and climate are suited to growing rice, and a majority of people here eat rice, fish, and vegetables. Yes, see the difference between Ladakh and Kerala. Yes, Ladakh, it is a mountainous area and it is covered with snow, and there will be no rainfall also and less agriculture also. But in Kerala, it is one side is covered by a water and another one is covered, and another one side is hills. Yes, the spices will grow well, and the people, they used to grow rice also. Yes, while Kerala and Ladakh are quite different in terms of their geographical features, the history of both regions has seen similar cultural influences. Yes, both geographical feature is very different because it is a desert, it is covered by water. But the cultural influences were similar. Both regions were influenced by Chinese and Arab traders. It was the geography of Kerala which allowed for the cultivation of spices, and the special geographical location of Ladakh and its wool that drew traders to these regions. Yes, however, the geographical features were different. Both the states were attracted by the traders because of wool in Ladakh and because of spices in Kerala. Yes, thus history and geography are often tied in the cultural life of a region. The influence of diverse cultures is not merely a thing of the past. Our present lives are all about moving from one place to another place for work, and with each move of our cultural, traditional, and new places we are in, and way of life slowly becomes part of the new place we are in. Yes, if we move from one place to another place, our cultural tradition also will change according to the new place we are living in. Similarly, in our own neighborhoods, we live close to people from several communities. Our daily lives are about the ways in which we do things together and hear stories about each other's lives. customs and tradition. Yes, even in our neighborhood also we have living together in a several communities, but the way we are living together and hearing the stories about each life's customs and tradition is different. And no, that's all children. Note down your activity. You have to write the 3 different ways in which people do these things. Yes, it is in your page 8. Yes, you have to fill the boxes and then compare any 2 states that are living similar life and write an essay about it. I have explained about Kerala and Ladakh. You can take another 2 states in our country. Example, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh also. Yes, you can take any 2 states and you can write a essay about it. What are the things we are doing similar, like the same festival or otherwise the same cloth, same types of food also. Yes, and it must be at least a page or above, 1 page or 1.5 page. Thank you children, we will meet in next class.